And speaking of all of it, I know some of my family out there sent some here too, also on the property to spy out. Coming up, they supposed to have a family reunion coming up in Arkansas. So I didn't get invited, but they sent it to one of my babies. They did. But I just don't know. I'm sure, like I said, they sent a lot of them to spy out to try to ruin my reputation. A lot of them did because so much hate and jealousy. See, I already know this. God gave it to me. Confirmation of the Holy Spirit. There's nothing they can do. I have a sister-in-law, which had pure hatred. She's Muslim. And my brother is married to her. And, I mean, she had pure hate. She had completely, I mean, he's told different. He used to be a regular Christian, that believed in the Lord. He's going through some health issues right now. And, I mean, this woman have completely haters, and controlling, very controlling, and hey, it's none of my business. I keep myself on my side, and they still on their side. They don't believe, unless you in their clique or whatever, Again, he's retired out of service, military, and he's going through some things right now in his body. And like I said, she is, and this is not gossip. This is something that we talked to. I mean, it was like a hatred. She look at things in a total different way because of the way she is. But some of the Muslims, they don't operate like that. A lot of them is different too. All of them is different. They know how America works, But anyways, in the midst of it all, I continue to do what I need to do, God be the glory, And I hadn't talked to him, which is one of my brothers, in period of years, It was something, where we didn't agree. I don't agree the way they, he believed, he changed. Like I said, he was a Christian. He changed over. So, I mean, and he tried to tell me about, his belief and convert. No, I would never do that. Never, ever, So I haven't talked to him since. And, like I said, money have nothing to do with anything it is, nothing. But it was a time in my life that I was able to talk. I talked to him and told him, a lot what I was going through. And he said, well, he said, well, it's got something to do with yeah, at the same time, yeah. But I got to be where I at right now, too, and to the point of time, too. They didn't understand that because they, everybody think differently, And some of them, like I said, she didn't understand a lot of stuff. She helped, with her grandchildren and her family and stuff like that. You think I might understand by mine and my babies and stuff like that too? I mean, so you can't criticize anybody. She said, oh, you got to have somebody. You got to have a companion. Hey, I ain't got to, I'm fine until God sent me the right one. I'm not going to be doing that, and I'm not going to be getting with somebody because of money and what they have, because it's wrong. Money is not everything, because you can't bury it and take it with you when you leave here. You can't, none of that, So, that's why I look at things, I look at things at the spirit of that person, whoever God sends to me. I'm looking at it right now, some things. That's what I look at, the way they live. That's the number one thing. The way they live, number one, gonna tell everything. The way that person lives. The spirit of God, of them serving the Lord just like I am, and love the Lord just like I do. Because I will not be tricked in no way from nobody. I know the counterfeit from the real. God bless.